So today on Being a Fine Figure, we are going to be unboxing Marvel Legends answer to Wonder Woman with the Squadron Supreme's Power Princess. Now this figure, I gotta tell you, it looks incredible so far. I know it's a copycat version of Wonder Woman, as I said earlier. But I mean, Marvel, I gotta tell you, they have stepped it up when it comes to the female sculpts, and this is no different. I mean, I thought the Black Widow was great, and you know they're coming along. This one, it's amazing. This one's also part of the Void Build-A-Figure, and then it's got some other characters there that are not part of the Squadron Supreme. I would have loved it. They would have just had her and all the Squadron members together. I know there's two members out there on a 2-pack, and you know, two different 2-packs of them. But I'm glad they've at least got this one, and you know, now it makes me want to get the other 4 that are out there that I kind of passed on. But anyway, today's all about the Power Princess. So as we do here on the channel, I'm going to get this unboxed, and I will be right back. All right, now that we got the figure out of the packaging, I will quickly go over the accessories. And again, it's part of the Void Build-A-Figure, so it does come with the Void's legs. And again, I am not gonna build this. I don't think the only other figure that I want from this wave is Division. I don't think, yeah, not really. Oh, maybe Crystar if I come across. But other than that, I'll probably put these up on eBay somewhere. I'll get rid of them. Somebody else can probably use them. And it does come with accessories here. It comes with an extra set of hands. He's got the, you know, obviously the 2 sword holding or shield holding hands, the grip hands. Then it comes with the fists and an open hand, which is actually pretty good. Nice in proportion to the body, which is actually pretty good. It does come with a shield here. And this one's actually a very hard, it's not rubber, it's a very hard plastic. Which is good, but at the same time, I might worry that maybe with time or so from probably moving it around, or probably not, but that these might break off. So I'll have to keep an eye on that, make sure I always handle it with care, because I have a feeling that eventually this will break off. Not like the Wonder Woman shield that has the, you know, it's more of a rubber, a little harder rubber, and then it has the 2 straps going over. And then her sword, which is a lot better than, I guess, the one that we have with Wonder Woman. It is soft, but it's not as soft as the other one. And I always have a hard time putting it on. I mean, actually, it's right here. Let me just get it from her hands there, and it'll probably fall off. But you know, it's always bent, and as much as I try and heat it up, or you know, it's always tend to be a little bent. It is obviously, it's a little smaller. This one reminds me of that She-Ra Princess of Power sword. It's got that nice, it's nice detail on it. It's actually pretty good. It's got that quite a ruby or whatever in the middle of the. It's actually pretty good, and I like the color on it. It's a lot better silver there. It's nice. Anyway, let's put that to the side now, and then we'll go over the figure. Again, this is actually a pretty good version of Wonder Woman from Marvel. The head sculpt on it, it's really good. I do like the flowing hair that way, and it gives you a lot more movement on the hair. If you look at it, and we will eventually when I bring the Wonder Woman, it's basically the opposite of Wonder Woman's sculpt, where the hair, the flow turn here, the hair is on that side, and that one's all down. But you know, it's from the tiara down to the gauntlets. I mean, she does have some knee armor there, which Wonder Woman does not have, but for the most part is dead on, man. Dead on. But this is a pretty good figure. Too bad it's only in the 6-inch scale, and you know, it doesn't really scale up with Wonder Woman. But it's a nice, the detail, the head sculpt actually has a little emotion, doesn't have too much. You know, I've always been a critic when it comes to the, I've got something in my eye. Been the critics when it comes to the Marvel female sculpts in the face. They usually just stare like limbo, and they just don't look good. So I tend not to collect too many. But the last couple of female bodies that they've come up with are actually pretty good, and they're worth collecting. She's got a little mean stare there. Got the nice color there on the cheeks. She's got the lipstick going. superhero that wear lipstick. That's actually kind of, or I guess they all do. And she's got the nice tiara there into the hair. The way they do it, it's actually pretty good. I do like the flow of the hair. It's got the nice costume there, a little bustier type one piece there. She's got some back to it, not too much. I don't know if this is done intentionally, but kind of looks like she kind of held one in. So, yeah, I wish they would have just flattened it out and not have that particular, I don't know if that's actually a defect or what. I don't know. What you guys, if you guys have it, tell me. And then everything else is actually nice. All this yellow and all these little texture. The painting on it is actually pretty good. The gauntlet's pretty good. She is pinless, which is another a plus there for me. The hands, I always also criticize that usually the arms are a little bit too small, but it actually works with this figure. They actually did a good job. And she's got all the articulation. She's got on the upper. I'm going to have to heat that up a little bit, but she does have a little bit of movement. Doesn't kind of line up when you move her, as you can see. She's got that look if you were to move them around. But at least she's got some movement there. And does it have some in the bottom? Yes, she does. I thought they didn't because I thought that was all one piece, but no, she actually bottom movement there, so that's actually pretty good. Of course, she's got all the good articulation, and look at that. That's actually pretty good. And then she not so much for the back, but she actually has some really good down movement, and of course, she does move around if you need her to. She doesn't have butterfly shoulders, but it's actually good. Does she have to drop down? No, she does not either. But yeah, man, this is actually pretty good. And I mean, she's going to look pretty good with that sword on her hand. Does he hold it up? I guess it'll do. I mean, it's not nice and firm, but it'll do. Anything a little tacky can't hold. And again, I have to be careful with this because I have a feeling eventually, if I tend to take it out more or whatever, I have a feeling that it might can up. And I was having a hard time when I opened it up, trying to straighten it up with the feet. But yeah, it's like it's a little weird to try to get her straight, and I hope that's not the case. I can eventually it's a little bit troublesome to get her into any kind of poses, but anyway. But yeah, this is it's a pretty good figure. It's a dead ringer. Now again, I might have to go out there and get the other 2 packs with the rest of the Squadron Supreme. I wish I could get a little bit more back movement on it, but I guess I can't. But yeah, I mean, they nailed it. And if you look at Wonder Woman, she's right here. Again, she kind of, let me go back a little. It don't scale at all. And even Wonder Woman sometimes gives me a little trouble standing her up. I mean, you can tell, you can see right off the bat how, it ain't too bad. I mean, we can always think it's Donna Troy. But at the same time, we already have Donna Troy. I don't know where my Donna Troy is, so. But this is just good. I mean, out of all the Squadron Supreme members, this is actually one of the, I think, the best. And I know they have the other 4, but man, I can't get this damn figure to stand up. All right, so about 10 minutes later, I'm able to get her somewhat standing. I think Wonder Woman, no, it's barely holding on to Wonder Woman's hand. It's impossible to get this figure together. I don't know what it is. I try messing around with the feet, trying to different poses, and it's impossible. And none of the stands that I have fit. The peg holes at the bottoms are too small, but other than that, it's a pretty good figure. They nailed it. Again, it's a good answer, and it happened just in time for McFarlane to release their Wonder Woman. So it's great to have these two together. Again, I wish the scales would have been a little bit better, but it'll work for now. And then I'm afraid to take Wonder Woman out because I have a feeling she might fall. Oh, no, there she is. She stood up. So I can actually get that bendy sword in her hand. Wonder Woman sometimes gives me a little hard time, but for the most part, she's a lot more easier to stand up. And of course, where is she? Let me get her down here. One of my favorite figures. She's all over Duke. Let's see if I can get her to stand up without any issues. And you could say this is another figure from, she's a little on the short side, but I know Power Prince is supposed to be a lot taller. But this is another one of my favorite recent Marvel releases that have nailed as far as the female sculpt and improved it a little bit better. And then, you know, this is my two favorites of last year. Because lately they, I don't know, I just haven't been a real fan, again, of the female face sculpt, but they're getting better. They're getting better, and these two figures prove, and hopefully they'll continue that trend and not just give us, you know, and that's it. Yeah. But incredible figure. I know it's a dead ringer for Wonder Woman, but hey, Deadpool, one of the most popular characters in the Marvel Universe, was a copy from Deathstroke, so including almost the name. So thank you for tuning in, guys, as always, to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do and support the channel. And again, continue to support each other. Continue to be a fine figure. That'll be all for now, and I will see you later. Peace.